Alrighty. Join me for a Monday night Rivals of Ixalan draft. I should be going to bed, but instead, I am doing a draft to entertain the people and myself because I don't want to go to bed because I'm not really an adult sometimes. But we got an interesting pack here. So we've got Radiant Destiny, which I was pretty high on at the beginning of this format, but it's not as tribal as Rivals of Ixalan. But sometimes it could be really strong, especially in like a vampire deck. Speaking of vampires, we have Sadistic Sky Marcher, which is a very solid card. We have Bombard, which is a strong removal. Everything else, I mean, obviously Merfolk Mistbinder is strong, but Merfolk is hit or miss, and I generally have better experience taking just a strong, single color card. I'm actually pretty torn between these three cards. I'm gonna go Radiant Destiny. I think if we get a vampire deck going, it'd be really strong. Ooh, okay, so to me, there's two choices to make in this pack. One would be Forerunner of the Empire. That thing is busted when you open some good dinos. You can search them up. Neotooth Raptor is busted with it. If you have any of the really good Elder dinos, that's really good. And then there's some other just random combos with Enrage that you can get. Also, just clears X1s. However, so that would put me in red-white, which could be like a dino tribe that works well for Radiant Destiny. However, there is Impale, which I think is just a stronger card, and I think Vamps really lends itself well to Radiant Destiny, and black-white is Vamps color, so we're going to go with that. Okay, what's next here? So nothing too exciting in our colors. We could go for a Deadeye Brawler, which is a strong card, but then we'd have to either splash for blue or move into blue, which I'm okay with. Blue-black is a fun control deck. We could always splash for Radiant Destiny and do like a pirate theme. Arch of Araska, I think, is a really strong card. Obviously, you need a slower deck, which isn't necessarily what Vampires is doing, but you do get to ascend a little faster since you're usually creating tokens or putting on enchantments or things like that. Enchantment removal. Evolving Wilds is always strong, especially early on. It lets you be really flexible. But my real choice, I think I'm going to go with Deadeye Brawler. Kind of speculative. We can go blue-black or white-black. Okay, so I think the strongest card in this pack, maybe red-white would have been good. Looking at this pack, but I think this is going to be a decision of, do we think Deadeye Brawler is a stronger card or Radiant Destiny is a stronger card? If we think Radiant Destiny is a stronger card, we should go with Martyr of Dusk. If not, we should go with Kitetail Corsair. So I'm leaning towards going Kitetail Corsair because I do think it's the slightly stronger card than Martyr of Dusk, and blue-black has a lot of treasure making ability to splash for Radiant Destiny, so if we do get a lot of Pirates energy, right now we would have two. I think it would be really good. This is definitely splashable in these colors. So I'm going to lean towards blue-black right now. And then with that said, we get something like Squire's Devotion, which I think is the strongest card in this pack in the colors we're playing. We could take a Evolving Wilds. We're not giving up too much. Fathom Fleet Border's a solid 3-drop. I think we're slightly favored to go white. This might be a sign, however, that white's more open than blue, seeing as though we don't see any blue cards and we have a pretty like Squire's Devotion. Still early on. I think I'm going to actually take this, see what we get passed to us. I saw lands. These lands kind of confused me for a second. So I think we're going to go Legion Conquistador here. It's a decently late Conquistador. We do see equal cards, blue, black, and white, kind of, so it's hard to say what's open and what's not. This is a fairly late Fathom Fleet Border. Legion Conquistador can kind of go off with this Radiant Destiny, because then all of a sudden you're searching for 3/3s instead of 2/2s, and they could have Vigilance. Sorry, I ate some salmon and asparagus, and it's not sitting well with me. I think I'm going to go for... I'm going to go Fathom Fleet Border. Okay, so this is a pretty late Secrets of the Golden City, and I think that's kind of what Blue Black is trying to go for. I'm happy to see this. It's close. I mean, I almost snapped the Legion Conquistador, but Blue Black seems fun. I'm gonna go for that. Okay, we got some interesting choices here. We have this Fathom Fleet Border, which is just another strong pirate. We'll have 4 pirates to go with this Radiant Destiny that we will likely be splashing. Speaking of splashing, we can go with this Traveler's Amulet, but we have a whole nother pack to pick up something. This crafty cut purse seems like you could do some really fun things with it in the right situation. But if we're going for wins, I think the second Fathom Fleet Border is just going to be better for us. Not a lot going on here in our colors. Definitely not picking a Sworn Guardian. I think if we get an Elf fixing, we can splash a Mutiny, so I'm going to go with that. Ooh, okay. Dust Charger is definitely what kind of a blue-black control Ascend deck wants. We're never playing Canal Monitor. I think I'm going to take this Speculative Plummet. I don't think we're going to move back into white, and if we can get a lot of splashing, like Sailor Means going, a Plummet could be a strong card to splash against the right deck. So I'm going to take all these cards out, and then I'm going to put these converted mana costs here. And I like our base here. It sets us up well for like a nice Ascend deck. Clearly no one's in red-white. Maybe if we took that Forerunner of the... I don't know what the red one's called. I'm sorry. Sue me. The red Dino Forerunner. This would have been good. I'm just going to take the Canal Monitor. But God help me if we have to play this thing. Hey, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining. We'll take this Voracious, even though we don't really have any vampires happening. Take the Shatter. Okay, so it's nice to get a couple of late black cards. They weren't kind of the ones we were looking for, but that's okay. Okay, so what we got here? We've got Vona's Hunger, which... Okay, so what we're looking at here in this pack, if we're staying with this blue-black theme we got going on, which I think we are, nothing in red is worth moving into red for. White's pretty weak, and green was never an option. So the 3 I'm looking at, Water Nut, Impale, and Vona's Hunger. I think objectively Impale is better than Water Nut. It doesn't help you with Ascend as much, but it basically clears things off the board that, you know, if they have an ability you can pay for, it gets them out of there. This does add an extra permanent towards Ascend, and it is 1 less, so that's something to consider. We also have Vona's Hunger, which can be good, especially since we're trying to go for, you know, it's an instant and we're trying to go for Ascend. So I'm going to play with this. I don't play with it too often. It might not be the best choice, but damn it, I want to play with it. And I'm going to do it. Okay. So we haven't picked up any splashing yet, so I'm a little hesitant to pick up anything that isn't in black or blue. With that said, I think Dust Charger is going to be strong in an Ascend deck. It usually performs pretty well. Okay, so right here we have enough pirates. Forerunner of Coalition's pretty solid. Pings them. It can bring us the Deadeye Brawler, or, you know, just make sure we draw a pirate next turn. Dusk Legion Zealot is solid. I do like that card, but I think this has a higher upside for the deck we're in. Now, what I want to see more is a little more removal. I mean, we have 2 here, which is fine, and then we have a draw spell. We need to get things that will stay on the board a little bit better. You know, things that maybe create tokens or, you know, or permanents. Oh my God! Primal Hunger is coming this late? Okay, what the hell is going on here? So green is obviously open. So we only have 3 blue cards. We could pivot into black green, but the thing is, I don't know. Well, we have just like solid black cards. Primal Hunger could do some damage if you get it down and they don't have basically if they don't have a removal spell for it right away, they are in trouble. It's hard to splash though. But I don't think we're giving up too much. I'm going to take it speculatively, see how the rest of this shakes out. Ooh, so both black and blue are kind of drying up, which isn't the greatest thing, and we don't have any way to splash yet. This is might become somewhat of a train wreck of a draft, but we're gonna stick through it. I mean, realistically, I think this graphing scoundrel might get some play more than anything else here, so I'm gonna take it. I'm not happy to. Don't get me wrong. Man, so our colors are getting eaten up. So if we want to pivot into green at this point, what do we got? And we have to kind of make whatever our green pool is outweigh this, and we have to make sure we don't split ourselves too thin to where we end up with 3 colors. It looks like green is pretty open, so we could do something boring like a J-Craft Artisan. I don't think we're giving much again in our main colors. I don't really want to pivot into white, so I'm gonna do that. See where we end up. Okay, I think this recover is what we want here. We whatever color we end up in, we have some good creatures to pull back. I think that's just a solid card. Okay, that's a really late Suncrested Pterodon. This draft is really weird. I'm having trouble reading the signals. I mean, red and white are definitely open as a combo, but, you know, we kind of got away from that after the beginning. We saw some good early black cards, black-blue cards. I'm going to take a second Secrets of the Golden City and try to make this blue-black work. I don't want to force it, but it's... It might be forcing it. We might become short on playables here. And the problem is we don't have a lot of splashing. We haven't seen a single Sailor of Means. We passed all the Evolving Wilds we saw for other picks. This could get ugly. I really don't want to play this River Darter. So it's either take this River Darter and have a very met playable, or take this Aggressive Urge and have a slightly better. I'm going to take River Darter, though it's kind of filler. Okay, the Sea Legs isn't terrible. We go with that. I think Dark Inquiry isn't a horrible card, but we might need to splash just like something to have enough playables. Yeah, I agree, Merkleby. This is kind of a weird draft. I feel very comfortable drafting this format, and I haven't run into a train wreck quite like this in a while. But we'll take this even though I don't want to play it. I can't even like make sense of this right now. We're not. Whatever. This is all. I'll take the uncommon. Okay. Hopefully this third pack will be our guiding light here as to what to do. Okay. So let's take out all this nonsense here. So we got 15 cards. We need to make, and basically how we win this game is to get to Ascend. So we want some permanents on board. I think, given that we might want to splash, and we need permanents, even though I like some of these cards, I think they're stronger overall. I'm gonna go with this Prosperous Pirate. I think it's kind of exactly what this deck needs at the moment. Okay, so we have some good cards here. We don't have a lot of early plays, which is slightly alarming. So we don't have like readily a lot available like splashing other than this, so we don't have a way to search up a land or anything. So I like Kinjali's Sunwing a lot, but this is not the deck for it. I don't think we're going to win by being super aggressive, so I don't think Tempest Caller's the pick. We might just want a solid 3-drop like Skymarch Bloodletter, or maybe this Lookout's Dispersal, since we're light on early plays. But for this to be a true early play, we need a Pirate out, which isn't going to be super likely. I really don't want to play this River Darter, to be honest. Everything else I'm okay having in here. This Grasping Scoundrel was ideal. This is a tough one. I think I'm just going to go for the solid creature here. It's not necessarily going to be a 2-cost. Holy cow. We are in the wrong colors. Well, no way we're getting to Burning Sun's Avatar. Black card is pretty damn solid. I know we're heavy on 3s, but I think Siren's Lookout's kind of what this deck wants. Next up would be Fathom Fleet in our colors. Oh, okay. And then, of course, all of the cards that will that we want in our deck come in one pack. So Charter Course is solid in this type of deck, but we already have 2 card draw spells. This is a little cheaper. I think Sailor Means is what we have to go with for sure. I mean, there's still a chance we want to splash this, given we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 pirates. So I'm going to go for the Sailor Means. All right, we're really, I mean, I think Prosperous Pirates is the best pick here in a vacuum, but I think Dire Fleet Hoarder is what we need right now. It'll give us another treasure. We can start splashing some of these better cards since we'll have 1, 2, 3 treasure generators, and it's just a early 2-drop, and it's a pirate. Kind of same reasoning. I'm going Skitter Heartstopper. It makes us so we don't die on board. Now this is pretty interesting. We have a few cards here to work with. Thematic Compass can be a pretty strong card. It opens up splashing a lot more since you can kind of search for lands, and it's a pretty defensive card once you flip it. So I'm thinking that even though we don't necessarily have a ton of interaction right now, I mean, we have Sea Legs, Impale, Vonda's Hunger, and that's it. So this might be nice, but I'm going to go for the Thematic Compass. It lets us play maybe something like Mutiny, which we can add to another kind of, removal spell. So we can go for another pirate in Deadeye Tormentor, or if we're interested in splashing this Mutiny, we can go for a Dragon Skull Summit here. Opt is fine, but that's kind of like something you pick up when you don't have other choices. I'm thinking I want the Deadeye Tormentor. We have enough treasures. We're still not quite there. We just kind of barely made it there on playables. It gives us a little flexibility. I can take out something that I'm not super excited about. I'll go for this Fleet Sorrower on the sideboard. Maybe there'll be a deck. This is actually a good pickup, Desperate Castaways. We have enough artifacts, I think. Okay, so this is something to think about. Let's look at our artifact, or our treasure generators. We have Dire Fleet Hoarder, we got Prosperous Pirates, we've got Sailor Means, and then we also have the Mountain Compass, which is an artifact. Are we going to have things to sacrifice, or do we just want another pirate? I think we're just going to go for another pirate here. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to pick up a Charter Course over the second Deadeye Tormentor. This does not matter. Does not matter. Okay, so this third pack kind of, I'm not going to say it saved us, because this pack might be... or this deck might be a little janky regardless, but it definitely helped a lot. You were right, Merkleby. We definitely saw some blue-black in the last pack more than pack 2. We got cut pretty hard, which kind of messed us up. When you get cut in both your colors, you start taking some weird cards you don't really think you're going to play, like this Galter Primal Hunger. With that said, I'm not going to rule out splashing it yet, because I'm an insane madman. But let's take stock here. Is there anything we just really don't want to play? I'm really not a huge fan of this Grasping Scoundrel. We don't have too many early raid things, and I don't think we're going to be... Psychos, you don't think we should run the Mutiny? You think it'd be overkill trying to splash for that? Okay, so I'll put that over here. So these are our cards in contention for splashing. I don't think anything else is really worthwhile to splash here without seeing a game. So if we take these cards out, we put them over here, we're working with 24 cards in our main deck here. And so we actually have a decent curve. We have not a lot of removal, which means, you know, kind of interaction would be good, or we just need to kind of outvalue them, go wide, and kind of push through them. And so we have the tools to be a pretty like slow grindy deck, but I'm worried about having finishers is the problem. We can't really clear their board. We don't have a ton of evasion. We have some 5/5s, but if we're playing a dino deck, they're just gonna, you know, stop us on the ground. What would you run, Psycho? 16 lands? Okay, I'm listening. I'm in. I'm ready for this plan. Or is that it? Just a 16 land deck. Nothing else. I like you. You've got some ideas. Okay, I'm assuming there's something coming. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk through what I'm thinking. $16 lands with what I got. I'm thinking we need some finisher. I'm worried that like we're not gonna be able to kill them. We're gonna like ping them here and there, but then they're gonna stabilize to like 8 health, and they're gonna clog up the bottom, and then have one of those stupid unblockables that we won't be able to do anything about. Or they're just gonna fight my Dust Charger with their Dreadmaw, and then I'm gonna have nothing to block them. So I'm thinking we need to take a little drastic measures and get Galter in there or something. We do have card advantage. That is true. But the problem is, by the time we like get that card advantage rolling, their board might be built out enough to where like even if we have card advantage, we might have to throw away 2 creatures to get 3 damage or something. I'm just having trouble like picturing a deck that this is really good against, other than like a deck kind of like this that's slightly worse. Maybe vampires, you know, our card advantage will let us go as wide as they can, and then they just won't have like any big creatures to push through, and then we can ping them here and there. Build up Avona's Hunger, wipe their board. I'm just worried, I guess, about decks that have like 3 big creatures. Yeah, I think we need Galta, for sure. And I think Radiant Destiny wouldn't be insane either. We have a lot of pirates. Let's count the pirates here. Yeah, we got 11 pirates. So I think this Radiant Destiny will pay for itself, and we're trying to go for Ascend anyway. So okay, so we got 25. I'm gonna run 17 lands if we're splashing 2 things. So we need to cut 2 cards, and I think our weakest cards here. Someone said Sea Legs. I agree with that. And then I want to keep both of these. This is a lot of card draw. We can maybe take out one of the Secrets of the Golden City. The other thing I would consider taking out. I actually like all of our creatures. I guess the one I would consider taking out is Deadeye Tormentor. We might not be attacking too early on. I don't know how much we'll get raid up and running. So it's either take out Secrets of the Golden City or Deadeye Tormentor. But since we're splashing, I think running through our deck is going to be helpful. We're going to want to find our cards. We're going to want to find our mana fixing. So I'm going to take out this Deadeye. Let's combine this. Let's get this sorted by mana cost. Our curve is actually not bad. Let's see what this suggests. I would imagine we want like at least 7 islands. We don't want 2 forests. We have this that can definitely get us a forest, and then we have Sailor of Means. I think we need to run a forest, or else the mana compass becomes kind of useless, and then we're relying on treasure. And we don't have like a ton of treasure generation. We have Dire Fleet Mortar, Sailor of Means, and Prosperous Pirates. So we only have 3 cards that create treasure. So we definitely need to run a forest. We have enough card draw to where I feel like we will hit one of those three, and no, we'll just keep in mind that, you know, we want to save a treasure for a forest. So I think this base looks good. You know, this can. We might. I think we still want to run plains. The only and even if we have these secrets of the Golden City early on, we don't want to play them early. We want to make sure we get to ascend first. So I think it's okay if we're a little light on islands because we'll try to put off playing them anyway. So I think we're gonna go with this. This makes me feel a little bit better, both of these, about having submarine conditions. We can make our pirates a little bigger. We can maybe push through some damage. And then Galter is obviously something we can drop. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to definitely take a screenshot of this because I don't know I'm not going to remember what the hell's in this deck since it's such a cluster. But I'm going to run this and then we'll see how it plays out. You don't think we should go both? We have so many pirates. I really want to run that Radiant Destiny. If mana's a problem, I'm going to probably cut one. I want to see how it plays out. I see what you're saying, and I respect your opinion. And I appreciate your input. But I feel like this is just something I have to do right now. Well, this is an awkward hand. Okay, what do you think, chat? I'm on the draw. I have one swamp. I have a 1-drop. I have reasonable 2 and 3 drops, but we need a second color. I think this is a mulligan. We can't even... Okay. Well, this just went from bad to worse. Damn you, chat delay! If only... Mulling to 5 is pretty terrible. But what the hell needs to happen for this hand to be good? I need to draw definitely a swamp and then another couple of lands. I'm going to keep it. We'll get the scry. Yeah, I should have kept. You're right, Psychos. I dropped the ball. I understand if you never come back to my stream. Alright, we got the Miracle Swamp. We're good. We need one more. We can get Radiant Destiny going early, at least. And then I can get my Desperate Castaways +1/+1, even though it can't attack. Isn't that exciting? It's exciting stuff. And that's okay. Red's never an aggressive color. We'll be fine. Yep, that might be the worst draw other than Galta in our deck. I swear. Okay, if you go to my YouTube channel, just search Dinosport. There'll be good drafts up. I promise you guys who are new to watching me stream. I semi know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't just put my good drafts up. Since I started recording, I've put all my drafts I played up. God damn it. Well, at least I'm holding them back with my Desperate Castaways. Thank you, that means a lot, Merkel. It touches my heart. Yay, this is a fun game. We're mana screwed in our own ways. See, the joke's on them. They think I'm a vamp deck or something. If I was them, I would just attack with this and get this thing cleared. Come on. Okay, well, we have a lot of cards, and we're very far away from secrets. Having Ascend. Okay, here comes their Colossal Dreadmaw. We're gonna be screwed. They should just... You know what? This Desperate Castaways is really doing some work here. I think I want to get this 3/3 down and make some attacks bad for them, and then makes this Radiant Destiny a little better, as opposed to Sky March, Bloodletter, and then we can drop that sneakily when they think they have me dead. I can ping them or drain them. They won't see it coming. They still think I'm vamps, maybe, despite my 2 pirates. Well, I gotta trade for this thing. Otherwise, they're just gonna get a free 7 damage in. That's fine. If that's their turn, I'm more than okay with it. I'll take the 4 damage. Trade. Buys me some time. This might not be a train wreck after all. We just need to not draw very useless cards. So I think the obvious... I could attack here. Do I want to attack? I think I'll attack. I got recover, just in case I run out of things to do, and obviously the Sky March Bloodletter. They probably won't block since I have mana up. That's okay. I'll trade a Sky March for Fathom Fleet Firebrand. At this point, I think we have the strong card advantage, especially with cards like Secrets and Recover. So I'm okay trading off in these situations. If they want to use a trick to give this thing first strike or something, I'm way okay with that. I'm thinking they have stuff like Colossal Dreadmaw and stuff. It looks like they need us. I'm good. I got that out of their hand. Whatever. I can attack with this again. I think I'm going to. There's only 7 blues purple. So I think that might be a mistake. It might be right to take out this Radiant Destiny or Galta. The problem is, like, I'm okay taking these things out when I know the deck I'm playing against, but main boarding into a new match is a little rough. Are they gonna attack with the... Do they think they have a trick, or is this just a free attack? I'm just gonna block this. They might... I ain't scared. I ain't chicken. I'm gonna assume what they're paying is just to pump that. Okay, good. Yes. Okay. So what makes sense here? This is tap 3 and draw a card. So if we play this, this is the one play I get this turn. The other thing I can do is bring back my Desperate Castaways, which is probably the least exciting use of Recover. But it can block everything on board here, and it gives us a chance to draw into a land and play it this turn. So I think I'm going to do that. Thematic Compass, I think, is maybe too slow. If we play Thematic Compass this turn, I can't get anything. It's 3 and tap. So I'm gonna take a speculative Recover here. Give me a land, give me a land. Nice. We did it. Okay, now we can get going off. We got Prosperous Pirates. I'm gonna hold these things back. I think now we play the long game. We're gonna be able to pump all of our pirates. It's gonna become a 5/5 at some point, assuming they don't kill it. That is not ideal, but not terrible. We can still trade 1 for 1 with Dust Charger. I'm just gonna trade this Desperate Castaways for this. They're always gonna be able to pump it. What do they got here? I feel like I should just double block this, actually. So if I double block that, if I do this, I'm kind of giving up my big blocker, which I don't want to do. But okay, but then they'll get in for probably 6. I'll be down to 8. They'll have 3 creatures. I won't lose any. And I'll have 3 blockers and some gas next turn. I think I'm just going to do that. Let's see what they do. Even if they have Sure Strike, I only lose 1. That's fine. Okay, so we didn't... Okay, now we have to not take damage as much, but we could do some work this turn. Okay, so we have 6 right here. If we play Prosperous Pirates, we'll basically have 3 afterwards. So we can double spell Prosperous Pirates into Siren Lookout. We'll have a ton of blockers. We'll have Ascend. And then next turn we could drop Radiant Destiny or play Secrets of the Golden City. I think we're going to do that. We don't allow blockers. Our thing is now at 5/5. Thematic Compass will drop next turn if we draw a land. I could attack with this Dust Charger. What do you think's the play here, chat? So I think the three options are, well, we definitely want to play Siren's Lookout, I think, this turn. But do we want to attack with the Dust Charger or not? If we attack and they take it, they go down to 8, and then they can swing back with all their creatures, but we have decent double blocks. I think I'm going to be patient and wait one more turn. I think we're going to win this game by waiting a bit. I don't think we should try to force the damage. Do you mean for next turn, Merkel? Because we can't attack with Sirens. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I agree with that plan. It's gonna be a nice boost. If they attack with their Raging Regisaur, they have nothing they can ping to death, which is nice. Is this a classic Dreadmaw? What is this? That's fine. Oh, except they're gonna start making 1/1s, but they have to attack with this to do that, and they can't attack into the Dust Charger. So I'm good with that. And then we're gonna have Thematic Compass up and flipped next turn, I think. I think we're gonna pull this one out. Unless they have like a board wipe. I don't see them winning in this situation. They don't really have good attacks, especially when everything gets +1/+1, or the pirates get +1/+1. And we're just gonna draw a ton of cards. Okay, that's fine. Sure, it's a big nasty thing, but we'll be able to basically trade this guy for it once we drop the Radiant Destiny. That was a good draw. Okay. We could Deadeye Brawler and Radiant Destiny and swing with the Siren Lookout, like you said, Merkel. I think that's a good plan. We get 2 damage in. The board is pretty stalled. They're not going to want to attack into us. Thematic Compass won't flip this turn anyway. So I think that's what we're going to do. They don't want to attack into this. Overgrown, I will trade this Fathom Fleet border for it. I might double block it since it has trample. We have to be conscientious of like Crash the Rampart and stuff like that. But good thing Siren Lookout will still be back to block. All of our things got an extra 1 toughness now. Secrets of Golden City might get us to something like Vonus Hunger, which would be pretty sick on this board. They have I guess they have a slightly aggressive deck. They had Slow Start finding their green, which helped us. But all their creatures are like pretty... Alright. I think we still got decent blocks here. Let's see. Good thing is they don't have really any mana up. It's pretty bad when you have 6 creatures out and you drop a freaking Strength of the Pack and you still can't attack in. You know, I think no matter what happens here, we've done good work here. I think we should be proud of the board state that we've built. And why would you do that? What could they have? I mean, I guess this is going to trade for something. But this, they're just throwing this away unless they have, what, dual shot? But even then, they're doing a 2-for-1. Why would they do that? They just want... I want... So I could double block here and lose only one of my smaller creatures. But then, I don't know what I'm doing. But then, I don't have a 2/3 flyer to attack with in the air. So I think I'm just going to trade here. So if I do this, they have 3 attackers. I'll have 3 blockers. Maybe we can flip the compass next turn. Take away one of their attackers, which are not expecting. And then, I think I'm good with this. I mean, they gain 2 life, sure. Yeah. I mean, if they have Reckless Rage, that's whatever. But that was a really weird attack. Maybe they didn't realize that I had 5 health things, even though I have 3 of them. Okay, so we're gonna Secrets of the Golden City right off the bat here. We don't have any other playing cards or white cards in our deck, so I don't mind tapping out all of my white. I'm gonna play a Swamp, and I think it's worthwhile to play a Thematic Compass here because it will flip, and then we can use it next turn. It's online. And then I'm gonna play just another blocker and Sailor of Means. And I'm just gonna be super patient. I think we can be. Our board's pretty solid. There's going to be a point where we can probably push with everything if they're low on cards in hand. And we just have them outnumbered and we get them low enough. The only thing I got to worry about is staying alive. And if they have a board wipe, then yeah, we're in trouble. But that's not something I'm going to worry about. The other one is that like meteorite one. I forget what it's called. It wrecks all the dinos. Okay, that's fine. It's basically a non-card. I mean, if they want to push now with their overgrown armor sword to get us to trade for things, that's fine. So for this, I think I'm going to double block the Sailor Means and Desperate Castaways. They'll get to kill one of them, but they won't. But, you know, they're basically trading a 4/4 for either 3/4 or 2/5. And they have to tap out, which means if they want to make that trade... Actually, maybe I should trade. I should do a 4/5 and a 2/5 on this. Or maybe just the 4/5, because that means they'll have to tap out to do this. Or if they have a trick for this, if they decide to attack, they won't have the mana for that. So make them have to make a decision. So since they're doing that, I'm going to assume they're going to tap out and pump it. So I'm just going to double block here. If they have Crash the Ramparts, we still survive. They still only get 1 kill. You know, I'll probably pay 2, pump it, kill the Sailor, which is fine. We got the card advantage. We have the inevitability right now. We have 2 strong cards in our hand. It's going to be a 4/4 and a 5/5. We have this thing. Oh, I could have just removed it from attacks, I guess. But I think I'm okay actually making that trade. Oh, yeah. We're almost there. Okay, so I'm just going to attack with my guy in the air. Build out my board some more. Maybe next turn we can swing with everything if they're tapped out again or something. Come on, Forrest, get in the action here. You did something. I still don't understand why they attacked that. Why they attacked the 4/3 into my 4/5. Well, that could be an issue. So this is... If the source you control would deal damage to a permanent player, it deals double that damage to that permanent player instead. Okay, so that makes Trample a lot scarier, but luckily we have the compass here to take that out of the battle if they decide to attack. My only major concern now is if they're holding up friendly fire. No, it's any source, not just red source. If they have unfriendly fire, we're just dead. That's just how it is. Unless we can force them to make blocks. Let's see. So they got 5 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Plus 2. So if we swing with everything, they're just gonna block in a way that will leave up one thing. We can't do that. Everything has vigilance though, actually. This is interesting. So if we swing with everything, what good blocks they have? This can eat something, this can eat something, this can bounce off something, this can eat this, and this can just trade. So that's not good. I could attack with this 3-5. Do I want that back to block? It does have vigilance. Maybe this is something I should have been attacking with the whole time. That might have been a big mistake. Because they're either going to have to give up their 6-6 or their 9-6 for it. Or if they let it through, we draw a card. Or if they double block, we get to kill 2 things. I think I'm just going to attack with this. Because either way, this is going to be blocking one of these when they attack, so. The only thing I'm really worried about is unfriendly fire. I mean, they've been holding a card for a while. It's possible they knew that was coming. They saw me at 8, and that was their plan the whole time. I'm surprised they're letting me draw a card here. I'll take it. Oh yeah, well, I'll take that. That worries me a little bit more. Maybe they're like, well, we don't care what you draw because you're going to be dead next turn as soon as I play this thing. I mean, yeah, they have to swing with everything. So we have to make very conservative blocks here. So that's going to do 2 damage to me already, if they want to. So I can leave this. I can leave this untapped, make all my blocks, and if they play a instant on a creature, I can then activate this. So I think we're gonna do that. I'm just because we have enough blockers. We definitely want to kill this. Okay, so there's some obvious blocks here. Something like that, something like that. So this thing is a freaking 9-6. So if we double block there, that's fine. This thing's a 6-6. I think these are the blocks we want to make. This will eat it. This will eat it. This will eat them. He'll trade for one of these. These will trade, but I'm okay with that. We'll have enough to swing back and kill them. If they play an instant that boosts something, we could take it out of combat. And if they don't, I might still take this out of combat or something. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. If that's the case, I think we can still survive. I mean, I'm just going to take this out of combat, right? Why wouldn't I? Did I count some things wrong? I thought more things were going to survive. That's okay. I'm gonna go back and watch this video because in my head, we had one more thing on board. Like, why did my Fathom Fleet boarder die to the 3/3 Sapperling? Oh, the double damage thing, of course. That's a trick. I've never played against that card. I totally forgot that's what it did. Okay, so they have some pretty big things. So this Radiant Destiny definitely saved us. You might be right about this Galta just not being what we want in this matchup. The good thing is they didn't have any like Death Touch or they didn't seem to have straight up removal. So this thing would be kind of a threat on board against their colors. Red and green doesn't have good ways to deal with things that are just huge. So that makes me want to play it or keep it. I think this Dire Fleet. Yeah, I like that reasoning, Merkel. That's a good point. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do? I'm supposed to... Okay. So, give me 1 second here. I had complaints that the cards looked pretty small in the video, and I thought it was because... And I thought it was because of my layout here, but then I realized it's 1440p, and that's probably hard to see. I think we're gonna submit this. Is this better, guys? Guys and gals, possibly. Sorry. Is this easier to see, easier to look at? I just want to know for recording purposes. I got like a comment on one of my YouTube videos that like it was pretty hard to see the cards in the video. We have a sailor means we're on the draw. I'm gonna keep this. We might have to shoot off a... Did it look fine before the size change though? I had complaints that things looked kind of small, and I always thought it was my layout, but then I realized it's probably because the resolution was very high and everything was a little small. To me this seems like gigantic now, which is kind of funny, but... Oh, what the hell did I do? Yeah, I agree. I agree. If you play enough, you're gonna just look at the cards and see them and know what's up. But like I said, I had a comment on a video just saying I had trouble reading the cards or they were too small or something. So I want to try to fix that when I'm recording. If it's, you know, the matter of just making a few clicks. But I think we get a Sailor Means here. Can block, gets us a treasure. We're not looking to attack at the moment. You know, I want people who maybe don't know all the cards to be able to watch the videos too. Not that like my commentary or talking about the set is like really a priority for me. I don't really want to use this treasure, but this thing's gonna start doing some damage. We can Fathom Fleet Border, then we can just double block this maybe. They did have a couple of tricks in removal. But if they use it to kill this, then maybe next turn I can use Deadeye Brawler. So I'm just going to do that. That's my reasoning there. We can't let this keep on attacking. What is this? Is this like a bird person? I never noticed that. It's funny what you take for granted when you just get like the shape and the color of the cards. To me this says they have a trick, but I'm gonna kind of pull it out of them so I have this Deadeye Brawler down next turn. I mean, this is 6, so if they have something that boosts this more than just the +1/+1 first strike, this is gonna sting. I'm surprised they threw that card away. Now this becomes a viable blocker again for this. Yeah, I think we're just gonna Deadeye Brawler here. Again, even if they have removal for this, we have so much card draw in hand. I think we're just gonna outpace them. Or outlast them. Not outpacing, as the exact opposite of what we're doing. Oh, they have another one. Okay, okay. I see you, Raging Regisaur. I got you. I will draw land for days here. Now I can double spell and have up Ascend. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. I'm not attacking with anything. Actually, maybe I will if I... Nah, I've got 2 flyers next turn. If they want to attack just to ping this to death, that's going to be unfortunate, but I will just trade here. They kind of get a 2 for 1, but little do they know I'm holding. Nope, that's fine. I still get my life. Bob Ratchet. You ain't can't take that away from me. Oh, what other dino you got on there? I'd rather them draw a dino than a plains, because if they draw a plains, that means Zakama? Zamaka? One of those. Cherished Hatchling. I'm okay with that. Even if they have a dino in hand, they can make fight. I ain't worried. I mean, we're actually not that far off from playing Galta here. I mean, I guess we only have -5, probably -1 after this turn if they attack with everything. Yeah. They're gonna definitely ping this to death. Sure, that's fine. I'm gonna trade here, then just tank this. This makes sense. This is what they have to do. This is actually a decision. I could draw 2 cards. Nah, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Okay, so we're going to take a little bit more damage next turn. Luckily, this still means it's doing work. So if they attack with everything, I don't even think I'm just gonna block here. I don't even want to trade with this if they turn it. Okay, so they don't have a dino in hand, which is good. Did I block this last turn? That was stupid. That's 1 extra point of damage. What a noob mistake. Okay, so we can't quite play Galta yet. We can draw more cards. 3. We can just double spell here. I played a land, right? I did play a land. It is confirmed. Okay. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. So I think we could just double spell Desperate Castaways and a Deadeye Brawler. You know, we got 7, so we'll leave 1 up. The alternative is Secrets of Golden City into Deadeye Brawler. But I think I want to get... I mean, this can't block either of these anyway, but if I play this, they could swing with all 3, but I don't think they're going to. I'm just going to Secrets now. See what we get. Bonus Hunger is good. I'm going to hold on to that. I think I'm going to Siren Lookout here. Actually, I'm good. Actually, I could do both. But then I want to kind of keep this up for this. But do we really need to? Is that just being greedy? I just don't want to die, but we got 11 health. That's a lot of health. I am going to just Siren's Lookout here. I mean, they have to play 2 creatures for bonus hunger to get better. Definitely putting that on top. It lets us play Galta. Honestly, if they attack with both of these, I might double block 1 to kill. Actually, no. I mean, I might chump block 1. They attack with everything. What are they gonna do? going to take 2 one more time, and I'm definitely bonus hungering things. We'll leave up the bonus hunger, because now they might not attack since I have a decent blocker, or then if they do, I can bonus hunger, make them sacrifice. I'm just going to still play defensively. I don't think they have a lot of ways they can kill me. If they play that deal double damage to a source thing, which they might, I think it costs 8. Yeah, I'm just going to bonus hunger now. I mean, if they sack this and they have a dinosaur, so be it. We have so much going on in our hand here. I'm not too worried. That's fine. If they were just waiting that whole time, yeah. All right, now we can go off. This is a kind of ridiculous deck, so obviously I'm going to name pirates here. And the reason I did that is now this is super cheap. And then we can swing with everything. They don't have good blocks, they have vigilance. I didn't think this deck would go off quite like this. Oh no! I like how they were like holding that back, like, oh, we got him. Now they do 2+ damage. I'm just gonna Deadeye Brawler. I'm not really worried about. This deck is pretty sweet. I mean, I could definitely see some matches going where we just get completely run over and destroyed. This is a pretty good matchup for this deck. Oh. All right. We got one here. So this deck, despite the train wreck of a draft, it made it. You know what? I'm happy leaving Galta in there. I'll sideboard it out if we face a really aggressive deck or something, but it just feels so good to drop a double green and a black blue. And there's legit some decks we just can't beat in the late game, even if we keep on drawing a million cards. So I'm gonna do my pitching. I'm a little new to streaming and Twitch and whatnot, but I'm really trying to build up my follower base. I'm trying to be more consistent. I put up a schedule I'm gonna try to stick to as best I can. I'm recording all of these drafts, throwing them up on YouTube. I also play other various games, first-person shooters like PUBG, and I just got into The Breach recently, which is actually really cool game. It's like a tile-based, kind of like chess in a way, but it's with like mechs versus insects, and you have to protect these buildings. But yeah, I'm trying to stream more, so if you like the content here, I'd really appreciate, you know, just clicking that follow button. Even if you don't want to get my notifications, I won't take it personally, but it really helped me out. We are not taking out Galta. Psycho, we're going for the dream. It's actually a pretty solid hand. We can get a treasure if we really need to. Hopefully we just draw an island. Use Forerunner to search up the... I don't know. All these pirates sound the same. The gold pirate. You know, if we're looking at like best winning percentage, best chance to win, you probably have an argument of Galta's not making a huge difference in terms of, or it's not helping in terms of winning percentage. Okay, we need to find a land here. But you know, I think there is a point to us not having win conditions, and that is definitely a huge one. It does. I agree. It does get worse against a color like white, black, and blue. It's not as good against, because they have like basically Yeah, I agree, Psychos. Maybe you're right. If we see like any enchantment removal from this deck, um, which they're in the 2 colors, what they would have that. Who knows? They may be in the 5 colors, but I think we should take it out. You're right. It doesn't make our deck inconsistent. If we draw it now, it's just really a pain in the ass. If we draw a forest, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. What the hell is this? Enters the battlefield. Look at your top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card. Put them into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library. At the beginning of end step, if you control 4 more creatures, transform this and becomes... Okay. So this basically just search for a creature. And then if you have lots of creatures, it can tap for insane amounts of mana. So this has gone off on me with Spineback. What the hell is it called? Thundering Spineback. When it was triple Ixalan. Come on, give me land. Nice. Okay. So that forest was exactly kind of, I guess, your point. So I'm going to play Forerunner here. And I'm actually debating whether I want to draw a pirate or not. The pirates we have that are just black are the only are the 3/3s. And honestly, I don't think we want that right now. I think we need to get our blue going because that's going to give us our card advantage. It's going to get us to ascend. It's going to get bonus hunger online. So I am not going to use this. I want an island. Now, if we draw something next turn that we can't play, and we keep on drawing things we can't play, sure, I would like to shuffle our deck and put a pirate we could play on top, but that's Magic. And there it is. We did it. We made the right decision. I think we want to go for Ascend, so I'm not going to offer this trade. I think I'll get a Sailor's Means before I Siren's Lookout, because then I can play Prosperous Pirates. I'll get... Oh, yeah, I get the ping. Look at that. Might make them a little more hesitant to attack, so I have technically 2 lands up. This will replace itself if I attack, and I do have a blocker now. I don't think they're going to want to block here, so I think this is a free 2 damage. I'll take a treasure if they trade for this. Or if they use a trick here. Man, it's almost midnight. Are you guys on the East Coast, West Coast, out of the US? Where are you guys watching from? That's fine. I could technically play it again, but I don't think it's worth it. Why would they use that there? What's going to be their next play? Central. All right. Split in the difference. Florida. Oh, I was grew up in Florida, Orlando area, until I was about 20 some odd years old. I finally moved to the West Coast here in San Francisco. Why would they bounce that? That seems like a waste of that card, right? They could just take the 2 damage. Is there a reason why they don't want my board? Oh, okay. I lived in Tampa for like 3 years after college. It's a sweet city. I mean, after 3 years, you kind of like know the ins and outs of it, but sometimes living out here in San Francisco, it's a great city. It's a little crazy though. I kind of miss the low cost of living, kind of chill vibe of the West Florida coast. They're just trying to delay. They have some bombs coming. I kind of want to get this off the board, because if they do drop a bomb, I can bonus hunger, and then they have to kill their bomb. I think that's kind of what they're building up to. So I'm going to play as Prosperous Pirates. No, I'm going to hold... I'm going to attack with this for the same reason. I kind of want this to die. If not, it's a free 2 points of damage. Either way, I'm happy. I'm not worried about Ascend anymore. I'm not going to crack my treasures to play anything this turn. I think I'm just going to go off next turn. I'll give them 1 more turn. If they have something, if they have the Elder, Primal, whatever, Rage Dinosaur of craziness, I'm still a few turns away from casting it. I really want to set up this Bonus Hunger to where they have to... They've got to have something ridiculous here. I mean... They bounced my Dire Fleet Hoarder. They just literally keep on fighting lands. I mean, the colors just make me think it's the 9-drop dinosaur. So we gotta start going off here. So let's do that. I think we want to build our board out more than we want Secrets of the Golden City. So I'm gonna actually do this first to see what's coming. We can get our triggers just in case they want to trade. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so now if they play a huge bomb, we can use 2 treasures to make them sacrifice it. Though I think it's going to cost a couple more for them to play something we're really scared of. Nope, I shouldn't have done that just because I draw an island and a blue card. That was a mistake. Yeah, that's okay. We can Dusk Charger. Well, let's just swing with everything, see what happens. I mean, I think their dinosaur is a little too late, even if it comes down next turn. Uh-oh. That's fine. I mean, I don't know if they have in their hand. They might not even have in their hand, even if it's in their deck. They're going to get to do 3 damage to 3 different things. So I think we want this guy out. We want it to be able to attack next turn. And I'm going to leave up Bonus Hunger, just in case they decide to play like 2 creatures or something. Okay, well they're playing something before playing a land, so that makes me feel a little better. Even though it's going to be something big. Man, that's fine. Okay, I'll take that into consideration, Merkle. I could see how it gets a little annoying. I thought about that, and I thought like, oh, maybe music's gonna be annoying. Maybe they just want to listen. Yeah, I think I have this game. I'm just really, I mean, with a deck this crazy, and they're really just trying to make, like, you know, fetch a bunch of lands. I have to assume they have that 9-drop dinosaur. I don't think we can kill them this turn, even if we make them sack something. They're gonna block here, and then they only take 4. So I think I'm just gonna play out. I'm just gonna basically go off this turn and play out my flyers. I'm gonna Secrets of the Golden City too, actually. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go wide here. I'm gonna leave up 1. I get him next turn. I'll Bonus Hunger at the end of turn. Even if they play the big dinosaur, they're gonna have to lose 2. They can only kill. They only have 1 red, so they can't kill a lot of things. So I think we're good. I don't want to show them this if I don't have to. They play another big thing here. That's fine. That doesn't... Oh yeah, it does kill that. Okay, that's kind of painful, but that's okay. I get gain 2 life. So if they sack this and this, I think I'm gonna play this. They're gonna sack these 2. They're gonna get a treasure. They're gonna have 1 blocker up. If I swing with our 2 flyers, they're down to 4. I'll have 2 more things on board. You know, we might just draw our Impale, kill this thing, and then we'll win. That would be sweet. We haven't seen it yet. Nah, that's fine. Okay, we're just gonna load. If they have something that clears the board, sure, we're screwed, but am I gonna play around something? Okay, so they gotta have Crazy Big Dinosaur, which makes me want to keep Galta, but it's clear we don't need it. It's unnecessary. Let's take that out. Let's add another island. And then we could add one more thing back in. They didn't. Preferably in one of the 3 colors. It might, you know, we could splash the Squire's Devotion. We don't have, I guess, a great target for it, but these Dust Charger help us deal with the Colossal Dreadmaw a little bit more. The only other thing I would consider is this Deadeye Tormentor, which would be a little more consistent of a play. Gives us another creature on board, which going wide might be our answer here. I think I'm going to do that. You don't think... Wait. Can I fix this yet? You know what? Well, I would have put it in Sea Legs, I think, there. I think that's a better choice. Well, this is a very slow hand, but they also are going to have a slow hand. We could get lands out of our deck. I think... I agree. I think it's going to be a keep. They have a slow deck. This would be great to flip. And we got 2 drop that can attack now, which is good. Get us a treasure. We're going to save Impale for a big boy. We're only going to use it if we absolutely need to early game. Alright, look at that. We are being rewarded for our keep of 5 lands. Let's see what we can search up here. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this draft all the way through. I hope you all stay with me. Looks like it has the potential to be an exciting finals match if we make it out alive on this one. Man, they are aggressive. They are aggressive with their removal. That's okay. I mean, if they have the Shake the Foundation, I get a treasure out of a card that they use the card to kind of neutralize here. I think that is the worst use of Luminous Bonds. Not worst. I'm not saying it's a loose play. They know their deck. I'm going to Siren's Look. Yeah, I don't want to draw another land. And we can play 2 cards next turn regardless. There we go. Well, now they can attack. But, oh well. I'm okay with that. I don't think this 2 damage is going to be the thing that gets me. I won't say this is a bad play. I'm just saying they saw some threats from us. This seems like a early use. Okay. So they have some big things. I think I'm just gonna Thematic Compass, Fathom Fleet Border, and pass. We're gonna win this game by card advantage like we normally do. This thing's gonna flip soon, so I'm not gonna be so worried about anything. I don't want to Impale just yet. They have bigger creatures that we really can't deal with. This, we at least have a double block up. And if we stall them from attacking 1 turn, we can Thematic Compass something. Or they can do things like that are long-term problems for us. I think Impale there would have been slightly premature. We saw some big creatures out of them. They're clearly smashing for some crazy stuff. We don't have a lot of hard removal. We can deal with the 4/4. We can't deal with some things in their deck. It's still not necessary to impale this yet. I don't think we can. This will be flipping next turn, and then we can take something out of combat. So I think I'm just gonna. I mean, we need to draw some action here. This will take out one more land from our deck at least. But then we have 10 of our 17 lands out. Okay, so now it makes me think they have some trick here. Or they realize if we're gonna double block here anyway, these two are gonna get through, and maybe they're okay trading this for this in this situation. They think they're gonna race me. If we double block there, we still lose something. So I think I don't want to take 8, so I'm gonna double block here and see what happens. This might be somewhat of a blowout, but then next turn we can take something out of combat and also impale something if we really need to. But we're gonna need to get to like a card draw spell. The fact that they didn't reorganize this makes me think they definitely have a trick. Okay, that's actually not the worst thing. I mean, we know we're drawing it next turn. We're gonna have a blocker. This is gonna flip. We can impale this too. Oh wait, no. I don't know if we want to do that now. So if we do this, we shuffle our deck, then we don't get that 3/3 next turn. I think I want the 3/3. Because I want the 3/3 to play that. And then now at this point, I'm going to impale. And I think I'm going to impale this thing. For the same reason, we have more that interacts with this. We can bounce it pretty indefinitely until they play a bigger threat, but this is just something we can't deal with if they end up having 2 threats we can't deal with on board. I'm pretty confident we can get to something that'll stop a 4/4. Secrets of the Golden City would be great right now, assuming I have 10 permanents, which I do. But yeah, or even Charter Course. I'm gonna leave a land in my hand for Charter Course if we draw it, just in case we don't have a good attack. I mean, I'm gonna... Once they pass back priority, I'll bounce this. I mean, I can't not bounce it in anticipation they might play a trick for something I can bounce, because then it's just a free 4 damage for them. So I'm not about that. Maybe they have Shake the Foundation right now. They wanted to just do 2 damage to this to kill this. That would be kind of bad. We definitely need to draw something. Even if they kill this though, I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried that they draw a card, but we're still taking 3 a turn and we need to find some action. That's fine. Okay, that's a good draw. So it doesn't really block these too well, but now I'll double block this. I'll be surprised if they kill that, because this is not a blocker for these, and this is. So I'm okay with this. Now, is it worth taking an extra 2 damage to force them to play a trick if they wanted to for 1 me? So I'll go down to 9, but then this is definitely dying, and this is definitely living. And then I'm pretty okay going on. I got blocks for this. If I bounce this, or if I bounce one of these now, then they have a trick for this. I think I'm really dead, so I'm gonna take the more conservative line here and not bounce anything. And that was just because I didn't want them playing a trick there and blowing me out completely. I think it's worth the extra 2 damage. I mean, because if both these things die, then they just have too many attackers. Ooh. I'm gonna get this guy March Bloodloader. It gives us, actually, it can't block these things. I'm gonna get the Siren Lookout here. Explorer will help. We'll draw a card. Shadow Means is a good blocker, but it's not the most exciting card. They don't really have good attacks right now. I think we can put on a Graveyard. Because what's going to happen is if they... We have the board kind of locked down. We have the board locked down. Even if they play like one big creature. And I'm worried that they have a really big thing to play. So I don't want to waste turns drawing stuff like Cellar Means. I need to get to my Secrets of Golden City. I need to get to my... What is this? What is this? That's fine. Radiant Destiny wouldn't be the worst thing here. I mean, if they swing with everything, it could potentially just like out-wide me. That's a term, right? What could they be holding? I think I'm gonna make them discard whatever they're holding. It's possible it's that primal whatever I'm worried about. They don't have enough land to cast something like that. And my gut tells me they have it. My gut tells me they have it. Show it to me. Or they have a Traveler's Amulet. Same difference. That's basically a bomb on this board. Okay, so that might cost me an extra 2 damage. Because now they get to swing with both of these. Actually, but I would double block and just kill one then. And then bounce this and I'll take 4 damage. And I'm just going to bounce this thing. Damn right, value. Get out of here. I'll trade your attacking 2/4 for oh, okay, that's a good card. Hell yeah, I want my Deadeye Brawler. I can attack. Yeah, I think we're good to attack the Sirens here. Okay, we're gonna ping them to death here. I don't really want to trade my Deadeye Brawler? Is that what it's called? Okay. So unfortunate they have 2 of those, but we can luckily double block this and kill it still. If they want to swing with everything. We need to double block this now while we can. We'll take 4. I'm going to bounce this. And this is basically going to take up our... It's going to be indefinite bouncing. If they had trick, I think they would have played it last turn to get the 2-for-1. So I'm not too worried about the trick. It's clear they drew that. I got my Deadeye Brawler. That can start attacking into things. I want to leave back blockers. I'm going to swing with my Sirens. But I can't. If I start swinging with this too, then they can just kind of go wide on me. I don't want to do that. But I also can't just wait here. So I think I need to at least have, you know, the most I can let through in a given turn is 1 damage. If they have something to kill one of my guys, that's going to suck. Okay, that's not ideal, but at least these things could trade. You gonna make me tap this? Don't make me tap this, bro. JRH 350. Secrets of the Golden City would really be great here. Why are you making me do this? You think I'm gonna forget? Yes! Called it! Called it! Oh my god. We did it, guys. Secrets. We chained the secrets. Okay, do I really want to play secrets right now, or do I want to get 2 cards out? I think I want to get 2 cards out. They're starting to get pretty wide. We can play secrets next turn. We'll be fine. This gets us some pings. They're going to definitely attack with this next turn. I imagine they attack with these 2. Now I can trade this, or I can double block here and here, which is what I think I would do. So if I don't want to trade this, I might as well attack into them, and then it gives me takes the power away from them. But if I attack here and here, they don't block, they go down to 6, and then I only have 3 blockers to their functionally 4 attackers. I'm going to double block one. I don't think it's worthwhile. I think I'm just going to swing my Siren and pass. Yeah. Technically, we could play the island and then shoot off the secrets, but we definitely want to keep the Spires of Osraka. What the hell is it? Oraska up. We need to make sure that they don't get in with their Storm Fleet. Whatever. Spy. Sprinter. Clearly, I know the cards only by their artwork. Is this thing running on water? Let's see here. Damn, that's a weird ass weapon. This pirate's just freaking running on water. This dino ate a vampire. This guy's coming down from the fucking Golden City. A grappling hook. Okay, I'm okay with that. No, I can't. What? I just assumed I could play things. There we go. I can attack. Orc. I'd be so pissed if I clicked orc. Okay, so I think I'm 1 turn away from winning. If I swing with everything, they have enough blocks, so I'm not going to do that. Just gonna... I mean, if they get me next turn, they get me next turn. It was a valiant effort. What are they going to do? There we go. Oh, that sucks. Man, I hate when you flood out like that. But our deck did what it was built to do. All right. Thanks a lot. This deck is okay, I gotta say, 2/3 of the way through pack 2, did not think we'd be 4-0 at this point. Oh wait. We gotta edit this shit. Galta comes out, Forest comes out. I think I do like the Squire's Devotion more than I want the island more than the extra planes. I think that's what we're gonna run. It does help with Ascend a little better. It gets us lifelink, which is something we might need in certain matchups since our deck is a little slow. Feeling good. I have a horrible history of just getting wrecked in match 3 against like a solid vamp deck, so that might happen. I have a feeling, but we shall see. I don't really have a good answer for that type of deck, depending on what vamps they have. Merfolk, if they hit hard and fast, I think we're pretty much screwed. Super aggressive, red-blue or black-red might be trouble. But those are like kind of 50-50. If they run out of gas and we establish like a decent board, that's when we just kind of take over the game. We haven't had like a super solid opening hand. We've like drawn into good hands, but I feel like we haven't had like a... Oh, yeah, perfect. This is exactly the hand we want. So let's make that happen. Oh, perfect. This is exactly the type of hand we want. Oh, and they mulliganed. I don't want to get cocky, but I'm going to start moving place on my desk for that sweet, sweet trophy. Take a second dust charger. Some of our strongest creatures in the deck. Technically they are at 5/5. Yeah, it'd be sweet to draw a 3-drop right here, or a 2-drop. Obviously. Next turn is going to be a little bit of a... If we draw Secrets of the Golden City, I'm going to play it. I don't need to wait for a send. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this the vampire deck I've been fearing? Okay, so we're a little heavy on 4 drops. I think we can get it in while I can here. I don't really want to trade for this thing that can buy it back with life gain. Or where does it go? Oh, you can cast it from your graveyard if you gain life. So I don't really know what to play next turn. It's gonna depend on what they play. Deadeye Brawlers are better. Might be a better attacker and blocker than Dust Charger, but I don't really... If they have a removal spell, I'd rather them use it on one of my Dust Chargers than my Deadeye Brawler. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna want... We might be in a race situation, so what's gonna be better for a race? Well, I will attack with my Dire Fleet Horde, just in case they decide to trade, which would be absolutely insane. Can't play Prosperous this turn. I would like to. I'm gonna run out the Dust Charger. They're not gonna leave. Actually, no. I'm gonna do Deadeye Brawler. If they have removal, it kind of sucks. But they have to leave like 2 things back to block this, and even if they do, they might not want a 2-for-1. So I think this has a bet. If they have removal, they have removal. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but. No worries. It's a real possibility we might have to impale this Blood March, whatever. What the hell is this called? Sky March Blood. I like Blood Marcher. Blood Marcher sounds a lot more menacing, if you ask me. So we can get to Ascend. So we could do like a sneak Ascend. We can pull out Dust Charger. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might not be a sneak Ascend. So I think Prosperous Pirates is the way to go, even though Dust Charger would hit harder next turn. We can Prosperous Pirates. We'll have 7. If we draw a land, we can Dust Charger and impale something. I think it's worth it. I'm going to attack here with the Dire Fleet Hoarder. It'd be very conservative if I left it up just in case they have removal for this. If they do, so be it. I would be kind of okay with them not using it on my Dust Chargers. I can run 2 of them out. 2 5/5s is kind of hard for vamps to deal with once they run out of removal. Especially if we kill their flyer. So this might be a sideboard plummet if we see like 2 more flyers from them. Because that's something we're kind of weak to in this deck. This is I think they have a slight advantage right now just because of the flyer, but we have significant amount of land. We can double spell. They can't really drop anything too powerful this turn. They're gonna use some stupid trick, but I have to block here. Well, if I don't, what happens? I go to 4. Maybe they play a blocker. Okay, I take 4. I go to 9. Maybe they play something down. If they do, I probably won't be able to block this profitably. Then I could Dust Charger Impale or just Impale that if I don't draw a land. I think I'm going to take it. I don't want to lose my Prosperous Pirates. Especially, most likely Vamps have +2/+2. So if I then get a Dust Charger out, it can block a 2/2 now that's attacking. So I think it's worth the extra 2 points of damage. Oh, well. I think I am going to Impale this turn. I don't want to take any more damage. Maybe I should do it after I attack. So I am just going to attack here. I have Recover now, so I don't care too much about losing something. If I draw a trick out of them, I'm just going to fail to not take damage anymore. I don't really want to go. Uh-oh. They're going to be able to save this? What saves this? Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of unfortunate. Looks like they were kind of maybe stuck on lands. Likely they have one now. They're going to attack with this whatever, Oath Swarm Vampire. I'm going to block and it's going to die, this thing. That's okay, I can get out. Maybe 2 Dust Charger next turn. Ooh, okay. They really want to get at me, huh? I might recover that. I can play it. I actually wouldn't mind a land. Okay. Because I have 8 now, so I can double Dust Charger, which is pretty nasty, I think. Sure, I lose like my ability to play some white cards, but if I draw a white card, I can always buy back the Prosperous Pirates. Preposterous Pirates, which I think is a better name. They should have like a really like card that just causes mayhem when you play it. Call them Preposterous Pirates. It's very hard to say. Okay, now this is a race we can win. They're stuck on 3 land. I assume they have 4 land at this point. If they don't, I'm kind of surprised. They don't really have good removal for 5/5s at 3, except if it's the enchantment Luminous Bonds up or the one Legion's Judgment that for some reason they're main boarding, and they happen to have it against the one of the 2 cards I have that it works against. I think I'm just gonna play another Dust Charger. They're still behind. They're not gonna be able to buy this back easily. Even if they do something to gain life, they're still gonna have to have 2 mana up, and then if that's their whole turn is gaining life and playing this again, I'm okay. Especially considering I'll have 2 Dust Chargers out. I'm not gonna take the Prosperous Pirates. I don't care if I draw something that needs a splash. I want to just get 2 5/5s on board. Against this amount of land, it's going to be hard. I mean, best case scenario, they have a removal for one of these guys again for them. Yeah, okay, cool. So they got kind of a land blocked on there, but we are playing Pirates. It didn't seem too aggressive. A Sea Legs might be pretty good for the flyer. That might be better than splashing the plummet. So I'm going to put that in and take out maybe... What seemed kind of useless? I want the flyer, I want the blocker, these guys. I think the Skittering Heartstopper. I don't think they're going to have any really big creatures. Replacing a 1/1. Vampirate. Now that is something I can get behind, Murgle. Well, that's unfortunate. Gonna have to mulligan this. All of our early plays need islands. We don't have one. This is slow, but it looks better. I'm gonna keep this. So this can stop an early attacker and kind of buy us some time, but I think we're gonna put it on top. I think it provides enough upside for us. I think we'll outlast them in this game. They had some pretty good removal, so you know the Secrets of Gold City is gonna come in handy. Hopefully we get to cast it when we have Ascend and we don't have to play it on like turn 3 or something. Vampirate is like so like of course why aren't there vampirates or dino folk or merpires. I like merpires. Oh, the art design for merpires would be cool. They could look like the like cave dwelling like sea creatures. They could have all that like translucent skin and the glazed over eyes, since they like can no longer see, since they never come out during the day. I'm a big fan of the concept of merpire. Okay, they got a slow start too. Maybe they don't have black land. Okay, we can Secrets of the Golden City next turn, which we will do if we have no other action. They play like the Bloodletter. Oh, this could be dangerous. How many they got? Do they not have any? Should I sea legs this? I guess I'll sea legs this. Take that. You stupid conquistador. Oh, well, now I have a blocker for. God damn it. This is like two wet noodles fighting. 2-3 that can't attack in an 0-2. That apparently isn't good at like hanging out on boats. Which is kind of funny because it's a conquistador, and those conquistadors, you know, made it to these islands definitely on a boat. Limited Resources touched on this. The like flavor of sea legs makes no sense, because if you put on like sea legs are like a good thing. It means you can like hold steady on a boat, and the fact that you put it on something and it makes them worse in some way doesn't really make any sense. It should be like a buff, and then if it's on a pirate, it like buffs them more. But they like taking away something and giving them sea legs just doesn't make sense. This will come in handy at some point, I believe. But right now, let's just play a Dust Charger. I mean, sure, they have sea legs to the sea legs vampire to sack now, but that's okay. You know, it sucks that they drew both the Legion Conquistadors. That's never fun. Maybe we will get to Ascend with this Secrets of the Golden City. If we play this Posture, if we draw a land, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have 10 for the next turn. So Bonus, Hunger, and Secrets of the Golden City are both turned on. Okay, well that's less than ideal. I'm not going to block that right now. This is going to be a problem. We really want an island. Okay, that's good. This is not blocking this turn, so I can attack with it. They might have +2/+2. It's very possible. They have one of those stupid pump spells, and this thing is much more useful to us as a 5/5 than a 3/3 that is going to die. Which is the most obvious thing anyone has ever said. But my point is, I think a 5/5 later is worth more than a potential 3 damage to their face right now. So I'm gonna hold tight. This is how I win this game. We saw some removal. If they throw removal on this and they swing with both, I just need blockers. We're gonna outvalue them given our hand here. So, and actually I don't mind if the board stalls a little bit and they build it out to like 2 more creatures. Then I can play this. They just have to sack 3, assuming we get to the ascend. That's fine. Very non-threatening card. Now, it's weird to have it in this deck. What would they be ramping to? It's usually not a lot of ramp in like vampire decks. I mean, their highest card is 6 cost in the vampire world, I think. Okay, so that's gonna hit us for a little bit. They've got the City's Blessing. This might be worthwhile to double block now. I don't think so though. I think we're just gonna take the 4. I can get us end this turn if I draw a land. If I draw a land, all right. So now we got blockers back. We can maybe even race them. To kill this, they would have to double block, which we're not gonna do. They're not gonna throw this away. So if I attack with this and this, I'm assuming they're taking 7. We're drawing a card. They're down to 13. Then they could swing back. If they have removal, I can't block this. I will chump block this if they have removal, I think, because I don't want to take 4, 5, 6 and go down to 7. But I think we can start pushing the race in our favor if we oh, if they're just gonna chump here, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm okay with them doing that at this point. Do they have something that can like buff every vampire pretty extensively? I don't think so. So they can double block here. I'm okay with this trading for 2 things. I'm happy with this attack. They don't have land up. Yeah. So I'm a little like torn about this because if they do trade for things, then Vona's Hunger gets worse. But honestly, I don't care if they like chump this, just because it's a pretty shitty 1/3 right now. Because then they don't have that to sacrifice the Vona's Hunger, but then they need to play another 2 creatures to make it worthwhile. So it's like, you know, we'll see. I don't know if racing's the best thing because I kind of forgot this gains some life, but I think we'll be good. I could like pull back the throttle after this attack. This might draw us a card. It likely will. Yeah, okay, so they're interested in racing here, so we just gotta play a little conservatively after this turn, and hopefully they don't run us over this turn somehow. Bonus Hunger will get 2 things off their board at least. If they play something else, I'm definitely snapping it off next turn. Okay, so there goes that blocker. But we still have our better blocker here. If they get rid of this 2, they can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage in, but then we're going to kill 2 and we're going to have, you know, their cards are going to be out of hand and we're going to have momentum. So we'll have to be a little careful not to just like get killed by something random, but I think we're still okay. That's fine. I hope they found some cheap creature they can play, because I'll just make Vona's Hunger that much better. I might just play it next turn anyway. It depends what happens here. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This has actually been a pretty good draft so far. We've had some good games leading this way, and the draft portion was kind of comical. It was kind of a mess for quite some time. Obviously the deck's turning out decently, but I'm gonna throw this up on YouTube under YouTube. Just search Dinospore, and I will do that for all drafts moving forward that I stream. So. Okay, so I don't... this is tough. I'm going to Secrets of the Golden City pre-combat here. See what we get going on. Ooh, okay. So, this changes everything. I think... Okay, Squire's Devotion is going to get played here. I guess I might as well just throw it on Dust Charger and swing with this and this. I don't think they can have anything that totally negates my Dust Charger if it's a 6/6. Even if they give something +2/+2 and first strike. Yeah. I mean, if they have double that, this thing will die, but then, you know, they're going to have no cards in hand. I'm going to have 2 blockers back because I'll leave these 2 black. They can't kill me next turn, and then we can bonus hunger. So, I think we're going to swing with the Deadeye Brawler and the Dust Charger here. They will have to double block to stop this. If they chump something, that's fine. If not, they have to triple block to kill this or chump, which I'm cool with. What are they doing? Wait, what are you doing? What can you have? Oh. Oh, well, that's kind of annoying. That's okay. I still do my 2 damage. I draw in 2 cards. I can double block this. I don't really have great attacks. We still got bonus hunger up. If they have a removal, and then they swing at everything, I'll chump. I still won't die. If they have removal and like double boosts, I think I might be dead. Not even. Feeling pretty good here. I would like for them to have less cards in hand, but you know, if they played out 2 small creatures right now, that would be like perfect. If they don't have an answer for this, I think they're in trouble unless they kill me this turn, which I think will be hard for them to do. Yeah, we're just gonna outvalue them for sure. This can get us one of our pirates, even though all of our good pirates are on the board. Oh, okay, well they just scoops. Kind of anticlimactic finish. That's kind of a bummer. I thought we had at least a few turns in there. They were holding 5 cards. I wonder what they had. But anyway, we did it, guys. We won. We went 6-0, 3-0 with this deck, which was, you know, like I said, finishing up with pack 2, we were like, had like cards in every color, I think. And we were not looking too confident, but the games went our way. We didn't run into any hyper aggressive decks, which would have been our biggest weakness, that or like a Flyers deck. So, you know, sometimes it works out. Thanks for watching. If you like the content here, I really appreciate a follow. I'm going to throw this draft up along with my other drafts on my YouTube channel. Just search Dinospore. I should really link it in my Twitch info, which I will do now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, my schedule's posted. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Psycho and Merkel, for your input. I really liked your thoughts on a lot of the plays there, and I think it really helped the deck improve. I'll catch you guys next time. See you.